Good morning, children. Welcome to the class of science. I, Purnima Dikshit ma'am, is taking revision in today's class of chapter number 7, that is skeletal system and nervous system. And in my previous class also I have covered up some of the topics of the same chapter. So children, in today's class we are going to revise the topic joints. And you will be knowing all the kinds of joints which are present in our human body. So I hope in today's class, with the help of some pictures which I have drawn on the board, you are able to understand the 4 kinds of joints which we have in our human body. So let us know what is joint all about, children. As you are studying skeletal system, and with the help of this class today, you are going to go with the kind of joints which we have in our human body. So what is a joint, children? Let us know and understand first. A joint is the place where two bones meet, where two bones are meeting each other, and that certain area is known as joint. And most joints are movable, children. And in the human body, most of the joints are movable. And there are 4 kinds of joints, kinds of movable joints which are present in a human body. So in today's class, children, we are going to understand what are the 4 kinds of joints which are present in our human body. Children, first the name of the joint is ball and socket joint. Children, the second joint is the hinge joint. Then the third one is the pivot joint. Then we will know about the 4th kind of a joint, that is the gliding joint. As with the help of the pictures, I will try to explain you what type of joints these are. And children, first we will come to know what kind of a joint is there. That is the first one, that is the ball and socket joint. Children, in this kind of a joint I have drawn here. With the help of this example, you will be able to understand what is ball and socket joint all about. Children, in this kind of a joint that allows movement in many directions. And the example of this kind of a joint is shoulders and hip joint. These are the 2 places where this kind of a joint is present. As children, you must have observed when you are playing cricket, when the bowler is bowling the ball, what is he doing? He is moving its shoulder completely round and round. After making 2-3 circles, he is throwing the ball with a great force. So this is only possible because of the ball and socket joint present at the shoulders. With the help of this kind of a joint, the person is able to take round and round of the shoulder, and with the applied force, he can throw the ball. Clear? So you can say that this kind of a joint is present in our shoulders. Then another place where it is located, children, it is the hip joint. It is placed at the hips, where a person can also move its leg in many directions. With the help of this, you can do many activities and you can move that kind of a movement you can do with the help of ball and socket joint. So here, children, I have drawn the diagram of the hip and ball and socket joint for you all, for you to understand how this kind of a circular movement is possible in your hips. So you can understand with the help of this picture what is the ball and socket joint all about, where it is located. It is located in the hips and in the shoulders of a human body. Children, second one we are going to learn about is the hinge joint. Children, what is hinge joint all about? Let us understand. Children, this kind of a joint allows only back and forth movement, and it is placed on your elbows and the knee. As you can see here, I have drawn the diagram, and with the help of this kind of hinge joint, you are able to do only back and forth movement. Clear? Because of this kind of a movement, with the help of the hinge joint, you are able to only do back and forth movement. It is placed at your knee, and this is known as your which joint, children? Hinge joint. So try to understand. This is your elbow, and this is located at your knee. So this is how it is located at 2 places. Again, you have to remember the 2 examples: elbows and the knee. As I have drawn here, the hinge joint. With the help of a diagram, you are able to understand what is this kind of a joint known as. It is known as hinge joint, and it is located on your elbows and the knees. Children, now we move on to the third kind of a joint. So let us understand what is the third kind of a joint, children. It is known as pivot joint, children. What is it known as? Pivot joint. Children, pivot joint allows us to move our head up, down and sideways. Children, this kind of a movement which is helping your head to move up, down and sideways. This is only possible with the help of the pivot joint. And children, you can understand with the help of the example, the first two vertebrae of our backbone. It is located at the first two vertebrae. Here I have drawn the first two vertebrae for you all. Try to understand where it is located. At the first two vertebrae in your neck, and this kind of a joint is located. Which kind? Pivot joint. And because of this, you are able to move your head up, down and sideways. Clear? So see how this pivot joint is so much helpful for you all to move this kind of movement with the head. Now last we talk about the gliding joint, children. What is the gliding joint doing, children? Gliding joint allows these bones to slide against each other in a gliding motion. Here I have drawn the gliding joint, children. It is located somewhere here, and it is just allowing these bones to slide against each other in a gliding motion. Here it is drawn for you all, the gliding joint. And I think you are having your book in your hand. For you to understand the same kind of diagram which I have drawn, let us correlate with the same kind of a joint which I have drawn on the board. As I have told you about the ball and socket joint, children, that allows movement in many directions, that is shoulders and the hip joint. And here you can see in your own textbook also, it is shown here, right here, the kind of ball and socket joint we have, which is located in your hips and in your shoulders. As I have drawn it here with the help of this textbook, you can see the ball and socket joint which is located in your hips and shoulders. With the help of this kind of a movement, you are able to do movement in all directions. I hope you understand it like that. Then children, I have explained you about the hinge joint, that is allowing only back and forth movement. An example is the elbow and the knee. Here you can see the diagram which I have drawn carefully, and here you can see in your own textbook also where I have drawn the diagram from. This is the kind of joint which I have drawn, and it is known as the hinge joint, and it is located in your knees. Like this, you can see. And this kind of a movement is only possible which allows back and forth movement. Back and forth movement. So this kind of a joint is known as hinge joint. Do not forget this, children. Next, I will explain you about the pivot joint, children, that allows us to move our head up, down and sideways. And first two vertebrae of our backbone, it is located. Here I have drawn the pivot joint for you all. And you can see in your own textbook also. Here it is there in your textbook. You can see. And just try to observe the kind of pivot joint is shown here in your textbook carefully. Can you just see, children, carefully here? And then, children, we know about the last joint, that is the gliding joint, that allows these bones to slide against each other in a gliding motion. And here, with the help of a diagram, I have shown you the kind of joint it is. The last one, which is shown here in your textbook also, that is the gliding joint. I hope you try to understand with the help of this diagram, which I have already drawn here on the board for you all, for making you understand very clearly. So, altogether you have understood the four kinds of joints which we have learned. For you to remember, the first one is the ball and socket joint. Okay. Then we have learnt about the kind of hinge joint. Then we have learnt about the children pivot joint. Then children we have learnt about the last one, that is the gliding joint. Okay. I hope with the help of this which are drawn on the board, and with the help of the pictures which are there in your textbook, you are able to understand the 4 kind of joints. So let's revise the topic, children. What is a joint all about? A joint is the place where 2 bones meet, and most joints are movable, do not forget. And we have 4 kinds of joints in the human body. That is the ball and socket joint, which are drawn here. Then the hinge joint, which also is drawn here on the board. Then children, the pivot joint, which I already drawn on the board. Then the gliding joint, which I have already drawn on the board for you all to understand it clearly. So do not forget the 4 kinds of joint which I have explained to you. Another important note, children, we must remember and try to understand that the smallest bone in our body is in the ear, and it is as small as a rice grain. Children, there you have the smallest bone in your ear, and it is so small that it is almost the size of the rice grain. Clear? So do not forget this important point which I have discussed with you in this class today. So I hope, children, with the help of this class today, you are able to understand the 4 kinds of joints which I have explained you. So try to go through the video and try to go and understand what the kind of 4 joints I have explained you with the help of the class today. And I hope with the help of this drawing, you are never able to forget the 4 kind of joints which we have learned in today's class. First one, ball and socket joint, then the hinge joint, then the pivot joint and the gliding joint, and you are able to understand where they are located in your human body. So that's all for the day, children, in my class. Whatever I have taught you today, try to revise it carefully and try to understand, and do not forget what all kind of joints I have explained you in my class today. So that's all for the day, children. I hope you go through the content and try to understand the topic nicely, as your annual exams are coming. So study and try to revise the topic so that you perform your best in the annual exams. That's all for the day, children. Bye-bye. Take care.